Good evening and welcome to EBN TV. This is the Spheres of Life, and again we are welcoming you to the Spheres of Life. Our today's topic is the scarred footprint, part 2 of it, and some of the things that we did last week. We just want to have a recap, maybe for those who were not around by last Sunday when we had the first show with Faith. So Caroline, remind some of our audience what we did last.
Hello and good evening, my dear viewers, to the Spheres of Life. It's another episode here at EBN TV. We had an amazing and a great show last time where we were hosting Faith, and she got to speak about her musical journey, how she came up into singing, many encouragements that led her to choose music, and mostly gospel music.
That was great.
Yeah.
Now, how can our audience reach out to us?
You can get us through our social media platforms. That's on YouTube, The Legend Productions, and also on Instagram and Facebook, Jeff Somba The Legend. You can comment or share where you're watching us from, or rather, a concern from your side.
Was made on those social media platforms already mentioned to you by Caroline. And as we said, and as we promised last Sunday, as we had the first show with Faith, we promised to bring her back. And today, as we made our introduction, we promised that we shall be bringing her back, and she's back here on EBN TV. I think, Faith, you are so far from us. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
We are good. Welcome to EBN TV. How was your week?
I had a wonderful week. I thank God, and I'm so happy to be back again. Yeah.
Okay, so there's someone who would not see you last Sunday. Just a recap of what we did.
Okay, so my name is Faith Kitome. I am a worship minister.
Yeah.
I have songs on YouTube, basically worship songs. And yeah, last week I was here and I was so blessed to talk about my musical journey that I started even from 8 years old all the way, and into studio, the challenges.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm happy that we are here today, and we're going to, I promise you, you're going to be blessed. Yeah.
That is great. And because we are in a country, and we are people who have to be up to level with everything, with every event that is taking place in our country. Now, last week or this week ending tonight, some things and some strange things happened in our government. So before we get into your story, it is good to enlighten everyone outside there, and it's good to keep up to standard and up to step with what is happening in our country. Now, we saw our president engaging himself or trying to appoint opposition members into the cabinet. What does that mean? Opposition working with the government. What does it mean?
Well, it means at least there's some progress. But Kenyans, as a Kenyan, I feel like there's still more to be done. And so far, we've seen some changes, but I'm sure that we can do better considering the positions and the qualifications and everything. But yeah, I'll just say that for now.
But I think one of the roles of the opposition is to make the government on check and be an oversight to the government. So does it mean that we're working without opposition? And what does it mean?
I think we've been working without opposition for a while now, and I'm not sure whether we have it now, because now that since the Gen Z issue came up, we don't really see the opposition helping us. Even from the past, there's nothing much that has been done. So I just pray that moving forward and considering the negotiations that are being done, that we will see some changes, whether they decide to do it halfway, whether in Katenuso, whatever it is. We just want to see change.
Okay, that's great. And to our audience, we want to, that was just an opener to our show tonight, because we touched part of Faith's story last Sunday, and we promised once we bring her back, we shall be handling now the scarred footprint part of a story in life. And again, scarred footprint are some of the issues and challenges that one finds in life, and you find by yourself, by your own strength, there's nothing you can do. And that is why we bring different personalities trying to explain their challenges that they met in life and how they solve solve the issues and that how they came to be on their feet once again in life. And tonight we have Faith again on EBN TV, the spheres of life. So Faith, where did you start your musical journey?
My musical journey started way young, in church, in school, and then after high school into campus through KU choir. We've sung for the president so many times. I mean, for me,
which president did you sing for?
Well, we sang for President Kibaki, and then we also sang for President Uhuru, and then those days before Tuesday and Atoke campus, we really enjoyed ourselves on the national level of competition. Yeah. So that being said, my music mostly, it's a calling for me. It's not. I know I have the gift, but for me there is more to the gift than just singing. Yeah. And after campus, I decided to now pursue the music path as a career. Okay, let me not call it a career because bado haijaanza kulipa. Maybe ikianza kulipa we can try and say now this is a career path because it's not easy to get to that level. But I started recording songs in the studio. But your music is very capital intensive, as I said the other day. And it's been a journey of ups and downs, of seasons of recording and seasons of not really releasing any music. And I know it happens to many musicians because I mean this is life. It has ups and downs.
Maybe you can. Just a minute.
Yes, okay.
I just wanted to ask, maybe you can remind our viewers what you were pursuing back in the university and how far.
So, well, I was in Kenyatta University. I took a Bachelor of Science in Applied Human Sciences, specifically Fashion Design and Marketing. Well, it is not a course I wanted to really do, but job happened to me, you know, when job happens, unaenda tu unafanya ile kitu umeitwa. So that was like my last option, my last course yenye nilichagua. And that exact course is the one that I was called for. But I had to do it. I had to do it and pass it because lazima ni pass. I cannot fail. So I did it, passed it, but I was not really into kushona or anything. I love interior design and such things, but I loved the marketing part, which I am planning to keep pursuing even on a master's level.
Yeah, okay, that's great. And now that music is not paying up to date, or even up to now, in this moment we are talking here, and maybe what kept you going? Because I think some of the incentives or something that keeps you moving or that keeps you motivating is something that is paying you, something that is giving you maybe a gift or presenting something on your table. Now that it is not paying up to date, and maybe there's someone watching you, they're also feeling that yes, I'm in music but it's still not paying. What keeps you moving?
I think I'm like that person who had several talents. So because I knew it might take time to get some money on the music side, so I ventured on other businesses so that they can keep me going as I pursue my calling. Because as I said, music for me is not just singing, it's ministry. It's something that makes me feel like it is the purpose I was created for. When I sing, when I minister, and someone feels lifted and blessed and inspired and healed, those are the things that make me who I am. So I cannot stop singing just because it's not paying. I will continue singing as long as it is touching someone. Yes.
Okay, there is someone there singing, it is not paying, they are not doing another thing apart from waiting for God to do miracles through the singing. And maybe in terms of financial income or financial breakthroughs, advise someone on such.
I think the Lord has given you a powerful brain. Please find something else to do on the side. because you don't know your time. And before that time comes, before the breakthrough comes, so what are you going to do? Will you beg? Are you going to just depend on someone else? Or just find something that you can do. It is not hard. Even if it's not business, then find a job. It is okay to work and also sing. Yeah.
That's great. And now because you can never land and cruise at the same time, you landed on earth, whichever date you came, now, and you grew up to a certain age and level in life. When did you start your business? Because today, and as I said to our audience last time and today, that today we shall be entering now the real scarred footprint of faith. So, because you don't have to expect someone to be born at the age of maybe 30 and above, or when mature, or when an adult. So here we just want to know, where did faith start? Either now, apart from music, there is that business that you do apart from music and every other thing that you do. When did you wake up and find that, no, I'm supposed to do this, because there is no way you can be born, or you can't find yourself as you are tonight?
Definitely it started somewhere. After campus, I did a few internships here and there, and then I realized that landing a job that is well paying in this country is quite a task. So I saved up and I put up my first business at Kahawa and Dani, just near KU.
Which is the business?
Which was?
I started with an M-Pesa business. I was running an M-Pesa shop.
Without much?
Without much. I mean, I think I had around between 80 and 100K. So with that, I rented a place. With that, I had like maybe 30,000 for the float. You see, it's just like a small something that I'm
and 70,000 for the cash.
Then, no. Like I had like 30 for everything, you know. For the transactions, the cash and the deposit. I mean, that was all, because
that was their whole capital.
Yeah, the 70, I went and bought shoes from Kamukunji. I brought the doll shoes for the ladies. You know, in KU people walk a lot. It's a very big campus. You walk.
So this is to me that they buy shoes every day.
Their shoes, they get torn every day. Their shoes, they get torn every month. Your shoes will not last. And I mean, it was from experience. Because I used to see the way I don't last with shoes. I realized there's a gap here.
You find an opportunity.
Yes. So I went, I got the doll shoes and I stocked them. So I had doll shoes, I had a pesa and some cosmetics. Yes.
And how was the flow of the businesses? Mostly the shoes.
It was nice. People are buying. Of course, the students will bargain, but at least utabakishiwa kitu. I mean, it was doing well. It was doing quite well. The only part that really developed my character is the M-Pesa part. I suffered in that M-Pesa business.
What happened?
I got losses. I got conned.
Now, how did this happen?
It's a long story.
We want to hear it. We just want to hear it.
So now what happens?
Because now those are the kind of stuff that we want to tell us. Yes.
So so what happened is that when I got the M-Pesa business, the person who gave me the line trained me. Then you get some training. But now they don't tell you the tricks that the conmen use. Okay, they will tell you
some. Actually, it is a market that is revolving every now and then. And so
things keep changing.
Tricks are coming in every now and then. They are trickling in. So even if they have to train you, they can't train you all of the processes.
So you won't know everything. But I remember one of them saying, "Simu usipatie mtu." I remember that part. And I was like, okay, so there's this one time, and I mean, I had a boyfriend then, so kulikuwa pia alikuwa ananisaidia here and there. So there's this one time I got a client. She came and withdrew 36,500. And And then she left. I gave her the money, she left.
Yeah.
I have the money now. It's
She
like
called
almost
customer
all
care.
the money that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the next customer that came in, after like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
there were two people.
Yeah.
So they asked to deposit 200. I took the money and deposited.
Yeah.
So she's telling me, pesa haijaingia kwangu. I'm asking how. Because I have already deposited, I already have my message here. Nikamwambia, if you've not gotten it, just call Safaricom. And then the other one is asking for shoes.
Yeah.
The other lady wants to try shoes.
Yeah.
The other one is asking for foundation, for some cosmetics.
They just want to confuse
They
you
want to
in the
confuse
process of the transaction.
And they succeeded in confusing me. So what happened, the one of them that was getting the money deposited called Safaricom, and it was not actually Safaricom. So when they called Safaricom, it was a fake Safaricom, yeah? They called, wakasema, we want the transaction code. So I told
them. I feel you can just hold on there shortly. We are getting back to the story. Don't forget. Don't hang. Okay, we are getting to hear one of Faith's song, and we are getting back to you shortly.
Right.
Thank you for watching.
Luka kwengonga ine munene Talama wathimo makumwe kwa umwe Na kunuka monane usenyovyo Mawathimo ala twena mo Mainge mauma Twende moyo wanae Notheni twende maondo mandeno Talama wadhimonzikane odela Okangela nyone no kodyomoa Nono twende moyo wanae No
welcome back to EBN TV. This is the Spheres of Life. Our topic tonight is the scarred footprint. It's my hope that you've enjoyed the ministration from our guest tonight, the song that is fading right now. It is a song that is sung by the guest in studio tonight. I think she is blessing you. So welcome back, Faith, to EBN TV. Now, we were on the point where you had to request the client to confirm the transaction card from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I told them to confirm from Safaricom, so they pretended to call Safaricom.
Yes.
It wasn't Safaricom. So then they were like, we want the transaction code.
Yeah.
Then I gave them the book to read the transaction code.
Yeah.
She pretended not to see my handwriting, which is very clear. Then what happened is now they said they want to check from my phone.
Yeah. Now the business till.
Yes, from the till, from my work phone.
Yeah.
So I forgot the point that I am not supposed to give out their phone.
Yeah.
So because of the way they had confused me, I ended up giving out my handset to them to check the transaction code so that they can get. Now I'm thinking about it and I'm just like, I wish I had just returned the 200 bob, you know. So they took my phone. There's a code that you send a message if you want to reverse a transaction. So they went to the 36500 message and then they reversed it. So you see now that money has gone back to their friend. And they left.
Yeah.
After they did that, they were like, hata imefika hiyo 200, we are okay. Then they left.
Okay.
When they left, I felt some sort of voidness. I felt weird.
Right.
Yeah, I felt not okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do to someone. And then now, when the next client came to withdraw, I'm okay, you can withdraw. First of all, my handset was not working.
Yeah.
So I had to call the person who had given me. They're like, Connie, what has happened? Umepatia hiyo mtu yoyote hiyo simu? I don't even remember. Niko like, no.
Yeah.
So we somehow unlocked it. And I'm looking at my balance and I have 0 balance.
Yeah.
And I'm like 2 weeks into the business.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just like the first blow. That was... That was...
Did you start the business at the start of the month or in between the month?
At the start of the month.
So you had paid nothing, no commission had come into your pockets.
Nothing. I mean, nothing. Hata sijapewa hata anything yet. The line is new.
Yeah.
The business is new. Everything is new. Hey, nililia. But what do? It's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Because even if you call Safaricom later, they're like, but you initiated a reverse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the money is gone. I mean, that was the first. And many others that came later.
Yeah.
It's not like I gave up on it. No, I still moved on. I still got money from here and there, and I pushed on with the business. And
At the same place, eh?
yeah, same business.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't give up with the first blow, do
Yeah.
you?
You don't.
You keep on. You keep on. I mean, watu wameibiwa hata vitu mingi, watu hata wameshutiwa, wao umeibiwa tu pesa kidogo. I mean, for me it was a lot of money then.
Yeah.
But because that was 2015. So yeah, but I continued just like that. And it's been a journey of many such stories because M-Pesa, if you're not somewhere that is safe, conmen will come in and there's a lot of loss because already thieves know that you have tangible money that is just, you know, idling there. Yeah, so that was like my first.
And how did you bounce back from this experience finance-wise?
I because I have good relationships with people, I kind of just bounced back. I got some monies from a friend of mine, and I told you I had a boyfriend then, so he also chipped in kidogo, akachukua salary yake hapo because at the end of the day si ni pesa yake akitaka atachukua basi. You know, I'm just using it for transaction. You know. Yeah, so that was the first.
The second one.
Wow. The second one, will I remember?
I think someone is outside there is encouraged as far as M-Pesa business is
Even
concerned.
if you want to do
because,
M-Pesa, be careful.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people and a lot of tricks are coming out, and actually we are in an evolving world, and tricks are coming out every day. So if you are doing M-Pesa business, you have to be careful, because you can be robbed at gunpoint, and still you can also be scammed through technology, because people are learned. And again, kuna dawa nasikianga mtu anapulizangu, I don't know about those, but I also may think that there are perfumes that are used. So if you're in M-Pesa business, you have to be very careful, because you have cash at hand, and there is money in your business tail. So you have to be very careful if you are doing the same, so that you don't find yourself in the same pit. So here we are on the spheres of life, the scarred footprint, and here is where we talk challenges, and this is where we make sure that you have solution for your issues. Just next story.
Okay, next on the line is someone just came smartly dressed. This guy was looking very nice. He was officially dressed. Very good looking. You wouldn't think he's a thief.
Marashi as Azibari.
Hey, you would not. And I'm in my small office, my shop. See, I'm nimefungua na ngoja clients normally. So he comes and he's like, by the way, some people are hiring. And you know, after Campo, I'm not doing business because I really want to do business. I am doing business because I have to survive. I cannot go back to Shagu. So I also have some kind of hope that if a good job comes, I can do this job. You understand? So when this guy comes with, and then ananiambia kuna interviews, they're actually going on. I can't even remember the company he was mentioning, but we were supposed to go get interviewed, get the job. It was well paying then, I thought. Now I don't think it was well paying.
Now, before this gentleman came into your premises, what was the status of your business? Because I think it looked at the business premises, it itself looked like it was kind of skinny, producing nothing. That's why he get an opportunity to scam you. And maybe to give you an opportunity to get into a greener space.
I don't think it was doing that badly. It was just a nice small business. Sometimes I think people send things to you. I think we should be very careful even with the people around you. Because I don't understand why someone would come to me offering a job and I'm already in a job, you know? And it was not doing badly. It was sustaining me. But as I'm telling you, there's that thought, by the way, nilianza hii biashara because sikupata kazi. So I was like, maybe I can try. Sintandika mtu hapa. So I'll just go. Then I will be
millionaire.
My people, let me tell you. So I went, got my papers. My papers are ready, so we go. And then this guy is talking big, my car's used at the garage, so let's just use Matatu.
Did you go to the garage to see whether the cars are there?
Where's the time? We are running for the interview.
And what was the time then? Because I don't think if it is late hours, you have to end at the job that time, and you are not supposed to be paid then.
It was the guy came in at around 10. So you know you have up to like 5. Interviews are ongoing up to 5. So hata because change to into an official outfit, and I did that. And I called my 10 months to come stay at the shop because
alikuwa And the guy escorted you from the workplace to your house?
No, Saliningoja, because my shop was not far from my house. So Saliningoja, I went, changed, came back with my documents. Tukaenda tukapanda super metro hapo kahawa wendani sisi hao town. The gentleman even paid my fare. You know, guys.
Sini 30 bob kutoka hiyo time.
Sasa naona ni wow, niko amazed. What is wrong with me? So I went nikafika tao. Tukaenda tukafanya what is it called? Tukafanya photocopy ya documents. He also paid for that. The guy was a gentleman, I'm telling you. And I can't remember the name of this building. I feel like it's Contrast House where I have my business. Now I think ni hapo nilibiwa. Sometimes muona ni kama ni hapo. Because we went to a building that had two exits. Like unaweza tokea
entry and exit.
So unaweza tokea either way.
So uchanganyikiwe vizuri. Uliingilia hapa kutoka ujui hata utatokelezea wapi.
And then somewhere in between his phone goes off. I think it's intentional. So he starts.
You tried
using
calling
my
him, eh?
phone.
So you dispersed in the building?
No.
What happened?
No. Let me get there. So we went in between the journey. His phone went off. So he started using my phone to communicate to the boss that is interviewing people. So the first time I was skeptical, but nikampea akarudisha simu. Akasema let me call him again. Nikampea tena simu akanirudisha. Tumetembea tumefika kwa hiyo building. They keep calling each other and talking. All this time the guy has mastered my pattern. Yes, simu. So we go and then that building ilikuwa inajengwa, hiyo building tuliingia. Yenye anasema acha nichukue laptop hapa ndio twende. Kunizungusha tu mimi hakuna mali tunaenda. So and then hiyo building iko na makona, I think ilikuwa inajengwa. Then the last time I gave him my phone, akapiga kona sijui anaingia wapi. Ati ngoja hapa kidogo. And he has my phone. I panicked a little. Then he came back again. So I think akanipea. I think alikuwa amesahau pattern. So vile alinipea akajikumbusha pattern, akaniambia kidogo tu basi nimpigie. Akaenda. Acha ningoje mtu. Nikamwacha.
For how long was that? 5
minutes seemed like I don't know how long. I waited. I panicked. I started asking people around when wanajenga hapo. Mumeona huyo mtu? Anaweza mtu mgani?
Ama labda ulikuwa unapelekwa ukafanya kazi ya mjengo.
Or rather, did you not start asking for the office you're being taken?
Yeah, because I think from the word go, when the guy came for you from your place, I think he was supposed to have known the exact place and office that he is taking you.
Exactly.
And now here anakupeleka kwa mjengo.
Uko na red flags za mjengo.
Sio ni red flag mimi.
Hata kufikiria huyu mjamaa ametoka mjini.
That's funny.
Then I asked one of the fundis to give me his phone. I called my phone.
To see whether it's still on.
Tushapanda stairs.
Now the guy received your call.
Ameshika. Niko hapa third floor nakuja tu sahi. Third floor gani?
Na nyumba inajengwa na iko na third floor.
Haikuwa imefika
Ikashuka. Ilikuwa ni nyumba refu, so unajua tumepanda. Nikashuka chini, nikaambia wewe uchi. Nikama nimeibiwa simu. Wacha nipigie boyfriend yangu. Nimwambie nimeibiwa simu. Akanipatia, akaniambia unajua hii building iko na side mbili za kutokea, so hata hatuwezi jua kako ndani ama ameshatoka.
Now how long is the time interval between hii time umeibiwa mpesa na hii ya simu? Afro cinema continues.
That's like I think maybe 6 months into the business.
Because
after sasa the devil is a liar. When I am calling him, he's like, what? But so many kutumia sahi, how much was it? Was it 40 or 50? Either 40 or 60k. So many tu sahi ni kutumia 60k kwa namba fulani huko mkoko hiyo interview. So ni text tu sahi. Nikamwambia sija kutext. By the time I am talking to him, Charlie alishamtext na simu yangu, akamwambia atume 60,000 kwa hii namba.
Na alikuwa ametuma.
Mbona aliactive haraka? Imagine alituma. Alikuwa shatuma.
You could have called to confirm.
Now this is 96,500 na simu bado. Simu ilikuwa ya pesa ngapi?
Simu ilikuwa
hata kama ilikuwa imetumika.
Hiyo simu ilikuwa mzuri, nilikuwa nimenunuliwa na nani? Na brother wangu alikuwa ameniba hiyo simu around 20k. Na ni kitambo bana hiyo simu.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money then. 10-15, that's a lot of money. Equivalent to maybe 40,000-38,000 to date.
Man, and I'm like, why didn't you just call to confirm? Why didn't you just call to hear it's my voice? But
now the guy used a text message. The guy used a text message.
Yes, to call him sijui honey, sijui nini. Nikamwambia mimi hata nakuitanga hizi imagine. I was so upset. because how
That was harsh.
like can't you just see the way there's a way your person, there's a way your wife will text you,
Yeah.
and there's a way you guys don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
There's just a way a relationship is.
Actually, you always have to trace
Yeah.
and monitor how your language is.
Yeah,
in
it's different if someone else texts you.
Yeah.
But I think hata
It looked like a bit exaggerated.
alikuwa ameexaggerate hizo mababe na manini nini na mimi hata sina reason ya
Was
kuexaggerate.
it-
And now,
relationship
have you
too?
ever
No,
have you ever requested for any amount of money earlier?
I don't. Even me, I am not that kind of person. If it was bribing, ninge bribe kitambo for whatever. But I don't do those things. And why would I want to help someone with money for work? Or why would I do that? That's money for work. I don't blame him. I mean, we were all growing. And in fact, I should thank him for being with me those times, those hard times.
Hapa mmefika hapa jamaa wa kufanyisha kutafutia kazi amepanda stairs.
Ameshaenda nimenyoroshwa simu na do ya job.
Now this is 60,000.
Yeah.
Maybe what our viewer is asking, after umepiga simu the first time, you quitted ama you went on calling and calling until
You see whether you can trace
I
your
kept
phone.
calling until by the time now I call the guy at the shop to ask him to tell him nimeibiwa. He had already sent the money and my phone was already mteja. I tried calling Safaricom, they're like hiyo pesa ishatolewa. Nikaenda tu nikanunua kabambe, nikalia kwa matatu.
Sasa hujatuambia umetoka tokaje kwa hii building?
Ndatoka tu
Ulitokaje?
siku hata naona nikaenda kwa hii Safaricom iko hapo chini hapa Kenya Cinema hapo. I went, just sat there on the queue. I bought a kabambe for 1K. And yeah, I don't know how I got home that day, but I cried. I cried the whole journey. I think mtu alikaa kando yangu kwa matatu alishangaa huyu msichana ni nini analilia hivyo.
Yeah.
So I just went home and I was like, yo, tumeibiwa for the second time.
Sorry for that, but I think we should be getting back to you. Your story is not ending there because you have to tell us how did you get home? How did you notice that umeibiwa, and how did you know that you are in a building which maybe this guy not promised to take you there for the interviews and maybe for the work that he had promised to give you. But for that, until that point, we are reading your comment, and kindly may you stay engaged. This is the Spheres of Life, the Scarred Footprint.
Yeah, and it's indeed a beautiful story. So I can see our viewers are interactive. I can see Ken Olesaina. Hii Kanairo lazima uchanuliwe kidogo. There's Moses saying from Migori, I'm in as usual. Babatasi Mureithi saying, wow, Jeff, keep up, bro. Tozli Steve saying, siwewe pia unaona, and then the laughing emojis. Ndeti Emmanuel saying, watching the show. CB Austin, big up, guys. Tozli Steve, our very own Jeff and Caro, big up, guys. Lehosh Maria saying, watching. There's Julie Mbeva saying, count your blessings one by one. Ndanu Felista saying, watching from Kayole. Priska JJ saying, hi, congratulations. And Dina Monia, good evening, tuned in from Buruburu. So you can continue sharing your comments and where you're watching us from on our social media platforms, on YouTube, The Legend Productions, and on Instagram and Facebook, Jeff Somba The Legend. And the story is yet to end.
And if you have to get precautions and cautions on how not to be scammed in Nairobi town, kindly contact Faith. He's in studio tonight. So Faith, how do you come out of that building now? That, remember, coming out of your workplace, there are work or even employment offers that you are given by this smartly dressed guy, gigantic gentleman.
Yo.
Now, once you got in town, I remember you are given favors here and there. The guy is waiting you in your workplace so that you can go and prepare. Unakuja unampata tu amekaa hapo. He's paying your bus fare to Nairobi town. Na anakukujia huko akakuibia town.
Akinipeleka mbali kuniibia.
So how did you come out of that building that you found yourself?
I did. Me, I'm a strong girl. I will just come out of any situation. If you throw me somewhere, I will come out of it. Yes, I will somehow just come out of it and go home. Yeah.
And how did you bounce back from that hit?
That was a
Not even bouncing back. How did you heal?
That was big. That was big. And
Because I think here we are counting very close to 120,000 from the 36 whatever, from the 60,000, the
phone.
So that is very close to 120,000. How did you heal from that kind? It's actually traumatizing.
yeah, it's traumatizing, but I thank God for a supportive family. I thank God for my bro. My bro always came through. Alikuwa tu like, hey, lakini utakuwa unaibiwa tu kila saa. But he was still coming through for me. Yeah, so but my family was really supportive, and they stood with me. Walikuwa wananisaidia. My mama hata angeenda achukue loan, anirushie niambia kipole, and at least ani stabilize back to business. Hey, it's been tough, guys. It's been so tough. Business is not easy.
An advice to a small business owner who is out there and facing the same challenges as you, or close to the challenges that you're facing, and they are feeling like, I can't go on.
And maybe to add on what Caro is putting across is that whenever you low, whenever you're down, maybe financially and maybe business-wise, that is when a lot of opportunities come knocking, and most of them are fake.
Number one,
yes,
do not let anyone take you out of your premise of work. Unless it is your decision, umeamua leo, I want to go somewhere. If it is unplanned, my people, do not stay at your workplace. Wacha mtu asikuletee my ideas. If they have them, wapeleke watu wa kwao. Everyone wants money in Kenya. Let them not come to you telling you, oh, do this, you will get this. Do this, you'll...
You'll be scammed like Faith.
That's great. Now, our audience and our viewers, we are so much grateful for what you are doing to our show, and thank you for supporting what you are doing. And we are here to lift your souls, we are here to lift your lives, and we are here to give solutions into life issues through real life experiences. Today we have Faith. Faith is a gospel singer, and because we are winding up because of time, we want to hear a final word. And Faith, I think you have to combine your final word as far as business is concerned, and again as far as your ministry is concerned, because I think as a people, as a church, and as a nation, we have to teach people sanity, we have to teach people transparency, and if you start off doing something, you have to be clear on the path that you are following. So I think you finish by that, and make sure that if you touch a path that you have to follow, make sure that you don't stray away, because if you stray away, your purpose of life is lost. So Faith, we want to get your final word and make sure that you combine the two.
Well, in terms of business is beautiful. And you really have to grow a tough skin for you to prosper. Because for yours may not be M-Pesa or something, but there are many other challenges that you will face as a business person. I need you to be strong and hold on. And even if you have to close down, you will still rise up again. Again, don't stay in a business that is not paying you just because you don't want to give up. You can always fall and rise up again. There's no exam for life. So if yours is a business and you feel like it's too much, just rethink, sit down, restructure, and start again. And if you are for pushing, just keep pushing, and italipa, itaweza. Well, for music, I would say if you are in music, like for me personally, I am really pushing to make sure that whatever God has bestowed upon my life, I have shared it with other people. The reason why God has allowed me to go through many hardships is because He wants me to minister to people who have gone through such, or are about to go through, or are already going through it. So do not let anything wave you away from your goal, wave you away from your ministry, because what you have is big, and God has put it in you so that you can share to the people. And that is why for me, I have not stopped ministering. I will not stop singing, and I'm still going to do business. Whether I lose or whether I profit, I'm still going to do all of it because God has trusted me with it. Yeah.
That's great. Share your social media handles.
Faith Kithome on all platforms. Please go to my YouTube mostly, subscribe and watch all the medleys, watch all the content that I'm putting there. I promise you more stuff is coming.
And from me, my dear viewers, it's a big thank you for sitting down on your couch and giving us your time to watch Spheres of Life, this episode of Scarred Footprints. Thank you for your time. Remember, you can also follow us on our social media platforms. That's on YouTube, The Legend Production, and on Facebook and Instagram, Jeff Somba The Legend. And a big thank you to our camera people and our media team for tuning in, and to our director, Ken Olasaina. Till next time, have a good night.
That's great, and thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for engaging, and thank you for keeping in touch. This is the Spheres of Life. Tonight's guest has been Faith Kithome. Tonight's show has been the Scarred Footprint. This is all called the Spheres of Life because life looks a bit complicated, and if you walk alone, you'll die young, you'll die weak. So this is EBN TV. Until next time, I'm your host, Jeff Kimaiyo. Bye bye. Have a blessed week.
Bye.